Hi everyone, I am so sorry about that. I'm gonna start sending out some information to let everyone know that we are back online. So bear with me one moment here. I'm gonna pull up a different camera
on screen
while
I work on
making this change.
There we go. All right. Hi again. I'm sorry. I'm sending out the new link. Mark must have accidentally ended the video when he exited. Oops. Oh, goodness. So I am going to try to send out a link real quick to everyone. New link below. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I am in the process of sending out some new link information. I wanted to try to get this taken care of here. So bear with me. I will be with you in just a moment. Oh, come on. Where is that? Whew. I should put on some hold music while I'm getting all this taken care of. Okay, that one's posted. Come on. Almost done. Oops. Okay, that's good. I'm sure, I guess Amy didn't, or Megan didn't tune into it. I was going to say, you're probably enjoying the view of what's going on behind the scenes for me. We're almost there. I got quite a few of you in, so thank you so much for coming back so quickly. I do apologize again for that little mishap. Sometimes things happen, we get so caught up in what we're working on and what we're trying to accomplish, and we get so excited, we forget to make some minor changes to what we have. So I'm just making some quick tweaks to this broadcast. Again, I apologize. We're only 15 minutes in, so I still plan on being here for the entire hour, and possibly even longer if needed. But I want to make sure that everything looks as expected. So bear with me. I'm almost done. Okay, I've got the new banner uploaded. I think we are ready to rock and roll and continue with this fun. All right, there we go. Adding to stage. I'm shifting over. Come on. Let's remove this. There we go. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. I'm just going to mute some of my notifications coming through. All right. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone, while I got that taken care of. Hopefully, echo is gone.
I appreciate all of you sending your love and your support to Mark and to the family. We really do appreciate it. Let me get a quick catch up on what we've got with some comments. People call me Craig. The saboteurs have been neutralized. Yes, they have. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. Yes, the notification worked. I'm so glad to hear that. If you have notifications turned on, you were made aware of our redo on our live stream. I know this probably caused a little bit of headache for Helping Hands for Cruising, as well as you guys have a big part in what's going on today. So I apologize. The link is no longer the same. But for that team, if you head out to our YouTube channel, you'll see the new link over there, and you can hopefully broadcast that to your playlist. So again, I am so sorry about that. But we are back, and that's the important thing. And you know, we've got some, like I said, we've got some really cool stuff going on today. We are partnered up with Helping Hands for Cruising. I'm going to go ahead and throw their name up on the screen. This is their Cruise-A-Thon. And they have some really big plans, really big ideas, and they've actually done this before. This is not their first time doing a Cruise-A-Thon, but it seems like every year that they do it, it gets a little bit larger every single time, which is fantastic. So Helping Hands for Cruising is a nonprofit organization, so 501c3. You can get your tax write-off right there, which is fantastic for those of you looking for a donation. And they partner with other individuals who would love to go on a cruise but are not as fortunate as we are. And so they help individuals who are less fortunate, who may have a disability, or maybe there's someone that's like a caregiver and they just don't ever have time to take for themselves. Helping Hand for Cruising actually gets nominations throughout the year, and they narrow the list down to a few lucky individuals that they will invite to go on a cruise. This cruise is entirely sponsored by that QR code that you see on the screen. It's through PayPal. We would love if you would help them out today. Don't worry about making donations to us and doing super chats or thanks or likes or anything like that. We love you, and we know that you're here for us, but we really love the idea of being able to support another organization that does exactly what we love to do, and that's spreading the love of cruising. And so thank you so much, Helping Hands for Cruising, for being here with us today. We are so honored and excited to be a part of this mission, if you want to call it that. So thank you again. Looks like I've got a few comments that I want to really quickly call out. Teresa Radka is on the 7th of September on the Carnival Firenze for a 7-night. That is so exciting. I am so happy for you. You were going to have such an amazing time, Teresa. Honestly, the Firenze is beautiful and she is ready for you. So that is going to be so much fun. Leandra, it's so good to see you. We were really worried about you. We haven't seen you for a couple of weeks, so I'm glad to have you back. Hope everything is going all right in your neck of the woods, Leandra. Patrick Conroy, good afternoon. You are going on the MSC Meraviglia in the Yacht Club 1 week from tomorrow, from Brooklyn to Bermuda on a 7-day. That sounds amazing. If you are in the Yacht Club, which you said you are, if you have Nilesh as your butler, please tell him that Mark and Rocky said hello. Nilesh was an amazing, amazing butler. He took such great care of us. Loved him. Hopefully he's on vacation. He has been working nonstop since we were on the cruise in January. So hopefully he's not there. But if you do happen to see him, please say hello. Let's see here. That is from Mark. I'm fine. It's going to be fine. The world moves on. We got it figured out. We're good. Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we appreciate that. I'm glad that you were able to find our videos. We actually have one more video coming out today after this live stream ends. So Teresa, make sure that you stay tuned. In about 45 minutes or so, we'll probably put that video up for you to check out. A little lunch date, as we like to call it, from the Carnival Firenze. Thank you, V. I appreciate the support. That is so true. Leandra, I saw your thing come through. You are amazing. Thank you so much. And how do you drop bucks for the Cruise-A-Thon? Scan that QR code for PayPal, and you can do it right there. And hopefully one of my wonderful helpers from HH4C will also be able to drop a link into the chat. Unfortunately, I don't have that handy, but if you can drop that link into the chat for those of the individuals that are on their phones right now and can't exactly scan a QR code, the link would be really helpful for them to be able to make those donations. But thank you so much. You know it's coming, Leandra. Here we go. Awesome. Thank you again. That is really super sweet of you. All right. Yes, V. That was the inaugural. I didn't even know that. So that was in 2022. We were on the Carnival Horizon and we happened to run into Miss V up in the Lido Marketplace and did a little bit of singing together. We did some lip syncing, which was a lot of fun. Cool. Let's see here. Oh. Shared the live on Facebook and both YouTube channels. Yes, thank you so much. Just trying to get through all of it. Oh, thank you so much, V. Appreciate it. Yes, our pleasure. We're happy to be here. Gil and me last week booked a birthday getaway on the Carnival Paradise. Literally booked on Tuesday, sailed away on Thursday. Had an extra day and a half of cruising due to Debbie, so it turned into a 6-day. Hopefully you had enough laundry to carry you through the 6 nights. And hopefully everything was safe and sound back home and you had safe travels once the ship did finally disembark you. So thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Everyone that was involved with the 24/7 are to be responsible. If it wasn't for them helping with the live going, this may not have happened. That is so true. This is awesome. I just love the attention and interest in the HH4C organization. It's super awesome. There's a PayPal link. Just need to be a mod. Oh, got it. Danny. You sent me your contact information, Danny. Bear with me one moment, everyone. I got this. I got this. I don't have anyone as my mod helpers. Ooh, Danny, if you want to send me your email address in Facebook Messenger, I can get that taken care of for you. Either that or I can resend it over to Megan. That also works. We'll get this, I promise. Y'all are great. All right, Megan, I just sent it back over to you with the link, so you should be good there. Miss all the Carnival Firenze and all the amazing people. Absolutely, Amy, it was so awesome. Yes, lifelong friends definitely come out of it, V. Hey, Carnival Cruise addicts, thank you so much for helping out with HH4C today. We appreciate the support. Our coverage on Firenze was so thorough. You're excited for your birthday cruise on October 12th. That's super exciting. You're gonna have a great time, really excited. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Megan, I realized I just sent you the wrong link. Let me try that again. I'm sorry. I'm trying to rush through this to try to get everyone taken care of. Let me try this again. There we go. That is more like it. All right, Megan, here we go. Awesome. Okay. I'm not used to having to be solo for so much going on. It's fun. It's wild. It's crazy. This is what we do here at This Cruise Life. We just make things work. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. So Megan, check your inbox. You should have a new link that'll get you in as a mod. I'm so sorry. Space block, you know, I just gave you a link that I wanted to give you. I didn't share the right one. Anyway, so yes, thank you so much for being here again. We are here to support Helping Hands for Cruising, the Cruise-A-Thon that they're hosting today. Dewey Ski, thank you so much for that donation. That is amazing. Y'all are just fantastic. Again, this is done through PayPal. Megan is going to be dropping a link here into the chat in just a few seconds. But this is the Helping Hands for Cruise-A-Thon. If you are currently using your regular computer and you have your smartphone available, you can just scan that QR code that I put on the screen. Convenient. I made it so easy for you. But for those of you that are wondering, it is a nonprofit organization, 501c3. You can get your tax donation right off right there. It's super easy and fast. Excuse me. By making your donation, that is helping the organization sponsor some individuals that are less fortunate to go on a cruise, and they are able to get them to go on that cruise and have a great time and experience what this cruise life is all about. So thank you so much for your support. Again, we ask that you make your donations to Helping Hands for Cruising today. Don't worry about us. We are here, we are good, and we will continue to be your This Cruise Life broadcast. So don't you worry about that. Thank you so much again for that. Real quick, I would like to start by jumping into a couple of news items that came out over the week. It looks like I need to pull up my slides. I didn't finish setting up this broadcast. You have to go on the YouTube side and add them. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully Megan got that link and she's able to pop in. Just catching up there. Okay, cool. Okay, so as you all know, we had some little delays this past week for cruises thanks to Hurricane Debbie. I'm going to pull myself off of the screen here for a second, and I'm going to pull that banner down. There we go. The Hurricane Watch, fortunately, has concluded. So we had Port of Jacksonville was the one that kicked it all off, and they had the Elation that departed one day earlier than expected for that sailing to be able to avoid the storm. They did a great job. Port of Tampa had a couple of delays. Carnival Paradise, as we had someone already in the chat commenting about Carnival Paradise's delay, they were late getting back to the port by one day. Margaritaville at Sea Islander was delayed by 2 days. We actually had a follower that was on that sailing, which they did comment that they were a little delayed getting back, but you know what? They still made the most out of it. And both of the cruise lines, Carnival and Margaritaville at Sea, did a great job at taking care of their passengers that were impacted. And then Port of Charleston, the Carnival Sunshine saw a day delay as well, as by the time the Sunshine was heading up to the Port of Charleston, Debbie was making landfall again over the Carolinas. So fortunately, everyone is safe and sound. All of those cruises were properly rerouted based on what was going on within the Caribbean and going on with the hurricane and now tropical storm, which she has been so downgraded, she's not even on my maps anymore, which is great news. I am following a new storm pattern that's developing over in the Atlantic. Fingers crossed. Looks like it's going to take it about 7 days or so to make formation, and that puts me squarely into the middle of the Virgin Voyages cruise. And then we have a cruise immediately after that onto the Norwegian Sky. So I don't really know what we're up against. It's going to be really interesting to see how everything pans out. But that is what we're currently looking at from a weather perspective. I didn't really bother bringing any of the images on screen this time around just because there's really not a whole lot to show. It's all in the formation phase. So yeah, I don't know how to do that on the YouTube side. So I'm sorry. If one of you wants to just drop your the link in a chat to me, I'd be happy to throw that onto the chat on the main broadcast. But unfortunately, I don't have that capability because I stream through StreamYard. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. Yeah, fingers crossed that it doesn't impact our cruises. We will see. But that was the Hurricane Watch. Let's see here. We've got... Oh, yes. There was a float out party for the Disney Treasure. Disney Treasure has officially hit the water. She is in Meyer-Werft in Papenburg, Germany. And that is the same place where the Carnival Jubilee was constructed. So there we go. Thank you so much, Danny. I got the message on Facebook. So yeah, The Disney Treasure is officially in water, so that means that her exterior is completed with all of the work, and now it's just down to the inside and getting the rest of the inside outfitted with the cabins and the decor and everything else that comes out with making the ship ready for the water. So yeah, some really awesome stuff there. Let's see if that works. And so yeah, Disney Treasure, she is just months away from her launch, which is really exciting to see what's going on there. Moving topics into, oh, I didn't even realize that I put this on my own slideshow here. Add to the stage. Let me pull myself down. Today's the day. There we go. There's what the website looks like. Again, you got that QR code right there on the top. There is the website for helpinghandsforcruising.org. If you are wanting to learn more about the organization, please go check it out. I did drop the link into the chat. Hopefully that was a working link. It doesn't look like it works on my side, but it may be a different appearance on your end. So please let me know if that did or did not work. But yeah, go check it out. Make a donation. Help support Helping Hands for Cruising. It's awesome. We love that. Okay, perfect. Royal Amplification is coming to Allure of the Seas. So this is one of those giant Oasis class ships. Allure of the Seas is massive, and she is one of the, actually she is the last ship in the Oasis class that does not have the slides that go on the back of the ship. So they are actually going to be adding the slides, the Ultimate Abyss slide to the back of the ship, which is really fun. Let's see, I got my notes because this is huge. Royal Amplification is $100 million plus investment in the ship, which is a wild number to think about. They're redesigning the entire top deck. They're throwing in some new bars, which includes the lime and the coconut. And they're doing also the Perfect Storm water slides, which is the trio of the 3 water slides up on that top deck, which is awesome. They are adding the pesky parrot tiki bar to the ship, which is kind of coming big to all of Royal Caribbean's fleet. They're kind of doing some form of a tiki bar. I'm just going to shift things over because I feel like there we go. That's so much better. Like I'm sitting right in the picture. So much better. Yeah, so they're adding a tiki bar. They're adding Playmaker's Sports Bar and Arcade, which happens down in the boardwalk area of the ship. That's kind of a new thing. It's an upcharge. Super cool there. Mason Jar, that is coming out. Mason Jar is a really cool Southern style food venue, if you want to call it that. And that's one of those ones that's perched up in the main of the hotel tower. It's kind of a cool spot. A local fresh Mexican. This is Royal Caribbean's answer to Java or Blue Iguana. They never say that, but you know, that's what our take was on it when we sailed on Harmony of the Seas. We got to try it and we were not as impressed. Maybe that's changed. It's been a few years since we sailed with Royal Caribbean. They're also adding in an escape room. It's called the Apollo 18 Lunar Landing. So you got 60 minutes to land something on the moon. I don't know. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how that goes. They're adding glow-in-the-dark laser tag, the ultimate panoramic suite, as well as some upgrades to kids and teen spaces. So lots of cool things coming through I got it. Thank you, Danny. Got it. Lots of cool things coming through with that Royal Amplification of the Allure of the Seas. Super cool. And for anyone that is interested in helping out Helping Hands for Cruising by getting their hands on some merchandise, here is that link for the merch. Oh, no, that just got rid of my comments. There's the link for the merchandise. So if you want to purchase something, you are welcome to do that as well. By purchasing merchandise, that also goes and helps the organization with raising their funds. So you've got a couple of different options if you don't want to just make a cash donation through PayPal. So, excuse me. Thank you so much for bringing that information over, Danny. That was awesome. Bud, you also enjoyed Allure of the Seas, but you're happy to see it being updated. Yeah, definitely good to see that ship updated. That brings all of the Oasis class ships up to the same caliber. Oasis, Allure, Harmony, Symphony, Wonder, and Utopia. So all 6 of them That's a lot of big ships. That is wild. Hey, Destination Fun for being. Hey, Destination Fun. Thanks for being here. Let's see if I can use my words. Awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next story that I thought was quite interesting that came out this week, and that was the Princess Medallion Net has a new upgrade. So now if you want to have internet on one of the Princess ships, you can also take advantage of their Starlink, which is on pretty much every cruise ship now. But Starlink on the Princess ships, if you set sail, will now have an upgraded option where you can get Medallion Net Max. So currently, if you purchase just the basic internet, that's going to come with Medallion Net Classic, as they've renamed it. The pricing for the Classic is not changing from what I read online. But if you want to get the Medallion Net Max, which is the streaming service, they're really calling it a internet for the digitally connected. So that's like me. I'm a digitally connected person. So if you want to buy it a la carte, it's $24.99 per device per day. And if you want to do the bundle package where you can use multiple devices on the package, that's going to be $44.99 per day. However, I like this one. If you decide to get the Princess Plus or Princess Premier, it's automatically going to get you that upgrade to the Medallion Net Max, which is a fantastic upgrade. Super excited about that. Mark and I, you guys asked, we are looking at sailing Princess in 2025. We have not landed on any of the itineraries just yet. But as soon as we have that information, of course, you guys will be the first to know about it. But we are super excited to check out Medallion Net and the rest of the things that Princess has to offer, because it sounds like they are a great brand. We're really excited about that. Michael and Spoiled Mama said you can also donate after the live using the link, or you can set up monthly donations through the link on the website. Well, there you go. That's fantastic news. Thank you so much for sharing that, Michael Ann. Appreciate that. All right. Where are we? We got, if you're loyal to the Virgin brand, you might like this next story that's coming out of Virgin Voyages. And it's actually not just Virgin Voyages. So Virgin has partnered up with MasterCard, and they have issued the Virgin Red Rewards MasterCard. Pretty cool. So that Virgin Red Rewards MasterCard, oh, that is not easy to say. They have an annual fee of $99, and you get 3 points for every $1 that you spend on any of the Virgin properties, whether it's Virgin Voyages, Virgin Hotels, Virgin Atlantic. So easy way to earn some extra points, which is great. And there's a couple of perks that come with the credit card. One of them is you get Flying Club companion seat or a cabin upgrade when you fly Virgin Atlantic, or you can get a 1 free night stay or a 1 night free stay at any of the Virgin hotels, or you can also do a suite upgrade if you have a booking at Virgin Hotels, or you can get up to $300 in bar tab if you sail Virgin Voyages, or you can qualify for the Blue Extras perks with Virgin Voyages. Now, what they're doing is they're allowing you to use 2 perks twice per year. So 1 perk twice a year. And you can choose what perk it is. You just have 2 different perks that you can choose from, and you have 2 times a year that you can use each of those individual perks. Now, this credit card will, of course, not have any transaction fees if they're foreign, which makes sense because Virgin is international. 2,500 points if you want to add an authorized user, up to 5 authorized users. That's a lot of people to have access to your credit card. I don't know that I would want to do that. You have 5,000 points for every anniversary, as long as you don't end the credit card or turn it off and then open a new card, obviously. You'll also get 25 Flying Club tier points for every $2,500 that you spend on the credit card, which is great because if you open the credit card and you charge $3,000 in the first 90 days, you automatically get 5,000 points. So in effect, you're going to get 50 Flying Club tier points, which is pretty awesome. And then you also get your 3rd night free after booking 2 nights at Virgin Hotels. So there's a lot of really great perks. If you are a loyal Virgin person, whether you fly them a lot or you stay in their hotels or you love to sail them, this new credit card the Virgin Red Rewards MasterCard is going to be pretty awesome. So I thought I would share that because, you know, we got quite a few people that love to sail Virgin that join our live streams. Tongue twisters are getting harder. Yes, they are. And no thanks, not sharing your card with anyone. I don't blame you, Michael Ann. I don't know that I would either. Although, if you do share it with someone, that might mean that you can get your extra perks faster. It might be worthwhile. 6 peaks on 1 card. Yeah, I know. That is a lot. Okay, well, there was some other interesting news that came out this week that I don't know. It was unexpected from my perspective. Now, I haven't been to Grand Turk in quite some time. It's probably been since before the pandemic, actually, believe it or not. No. Yeah, I'd have to look. I didn't do my research on that to see when the last time was that I was in Grand Turk, but they have made some changes to the locals policy. They are now saying that if you wish to visit Grand Turk and you are a local, then you have to follow certain guidelines. You will have to get a permit of entry, which is not going to be difficult for their residents to be able to obtain. But my understanding is there's been some issues with things getting stolen, maybe some crime on the beaches. And so they just want to make sure that they are being a little bit more careful about who's allowed to visit the island and that they know, or not the island, but the little Grand Turk Cruise Center destination. They just want to make sure that it's going to be a safe place for visitors. So Carnival actually made a big announcement about these new security measures that are being put into place, because Carnival is one of the biggest cruise lines to actually stop at Grand Turk. Holland America also does make a lot of calls there, but there's occasions that you'll see other cruise lines stop there as well. I've actually seen Virgin have their itineraries call on Grand Turk. So not totally uncommon for cruise ships to make stops there, but it's definitely going to be nice to see some of those changes implemented on the permit requirements to be able to enter. You'll get a badge if you are visiting the cruise center and you live on the island, or if you're vacationing on the island and you want to enter it. So you'll have to go through security and all sorts of things. But you know, it's good to see that they care and that they're taking these measures and making it a safe and enjoyable place for all people that stop at Grand Turk. So that's great. Looks like Michael Ann Spoiled Mama said that she just saw those changes for Grand Turk. So yeah, definitely some great things to see there. Virgin is trying to get you on their ships with a lot of flashy cars. Yes, it's so true. Cool. All right, and then my last major story that I wanted to share. I know this one's going to be a little heartbreaking, but we're going to be saying goodbye to the Flying Scotsman. So Chris, the Flying Scotsman, is or was a cruise director with Carnival Cruise Lines. He's awesome. If you have the opportunity to sail with Chris, the Flying Scotsman, when we sailed the Carnival Panorama for my birthday last year, he happened to be our cruise director. He was one of the filling in cruise directors, and he was amazing. He was everywhere. His presence was definitely known. He, when we were coming back to the ship in Mazatlan, he was singing out on one of the lanai decks, on deck like 5 or 4, one of those. He had a speaker set up and a microphone, and he was singing to passengers as they were returning to the ship. It was definitely a memorable moment. It was super awesome. His energy levels were just fantastic. His history, if you have a chance to learn about the history of Chris the Flying Scotsman and what he's done and what he's been through, it is phenomenal. He has been everywhere. He actually used to be a member of the playlist cast with Carnival. That's how he got to start with Carnival Cruise Lines, which is really cool. And so he actually is not leaving Carnival Cruise Lines. I know that some of the headlines have been very clickbaity on him, but he is actually going to be joining the leadership team for the cruise directors. So he's going to be shoreside and helping to lead the cruise directors in the fleet, calling himself a fleet cruise director. So yeah, he's going to be joining Mike Peck, who was on the Mardi Gras as the launch cruise director over there. And I want to say Chris the Donkey Salazar, I think, is also one of the fleet cruise directors. Anyway, those guys are there to make some changes and just really make sure that the cruise directors on the ships feel supported and that they are doing the best that they can, which is really cool. So congratulations to Chris, the Flying Scotsman. Really excited for you and your journey. But it's going to be really great to see how things evolve and change over the coming days and years. Yeah, it's funny. I thought he was too, but he officially made his announcement on his YouTube channel this week. So I think he was spreading the news that he was heading over to do it, but now it's official. Now he made it official. I think maybe he was finishing out some contracts that he had to do, and so that's why there was that delay in the official announcement. But whatever, that's what he's doing. So yeah, interesting stuff there. All right, and one last thing that I want to wrap up today's news stories with, and that is my follow-up story. I promised you all that I would keep an eye on this story as it was developing from last week, and that is Villa V Odyssey. This is that cruise ship that they're selling you a 3-year residency on board a cruise ship. They bought their ship from Fred Olsen Cruise Lines, and they made over the ship. They did all the things that they needed to do. Well, kind of. So the ship was in a dry dock situation for several months, as you would expect. So basically, once the Margaritaville at Sea Islander left dry dock, the Villa V Odyssey took dry dock and started to go through her transition to become Villa V Odyssey. The ship was supposed to be delivered by the end of July to residents, and unfortunately that deadline had passed and the ship was not ready. The ship currently sits in wet dock, still in Belfast, Ireland, and yes, she is still there. The ship is still awaiting a sign-off from customs, from the different permits that are required to do what they're wanting to do. I'm not sure. It's actually been very quiet, which is strange. The last news article that I saw was published about 2 weeks ago on the launch of the ship. The CEO was heard talking that that the ship would be launching within a week of the time that he had spoken, and that was Sunday 2 weeks ago. So we're still waiting. I've been keeping an eye on almost a daily basis to see what's going on with the Villa V Odyssey, and she's still sitting there in Belfast waiting to set sail. So hopefully they've been communicating with their residents to let them know what's going on and where to go and when to go, and hopefully they'll be going soon, because I feel so bad for those individuals that spent money on this ship and they still don't have that capability. Hopefully they didn't sell their property that they had to be able to join. That would not be good news. So anyway, that brings us up to speed on all of the stories that happened this past week within the cruise industry. Again, coming back to talk about today's mission, and that is the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-A-Thon. I appreciate the entire team from HH4C for joining me today and helping with communicating all of the information that needs to be shared for this Cruise-A-Thon. It has been a wild, wild ride today. I apologize again for the little blip in service as we got disconnected, but we're back and we're doing better than ever. We've got lots of you watching. So if you haven't done it already, if you are currently watching on a computer or a TV and you have your phone handy, use that phone, you turn it to camera mode, scan that QR code. It'll take you to PayPal to make a donation to the nonprofit organization Helping Hands for Cruising. Again, their mission is to get people to go on cruises that are less fortunate and not able to go on a cruise for themselves because of the expenses that are associated with it. It is such a great cause. Again, it is a tax write-off, which is probably the best thing right now because we're all looking for ways to find some savings in our taxes at the end of the year. So make your donation there. It is super great. And if you can't do it there, head on over to helpinghandsforcruising.org. Again, that's .org because they're a nonprofit organization. And you can sign up there to buy merchandise, which also is part of a donation for this organization and for this cause. You can also set up monthly recurring PayPal payments. So it's super awesome. Really love what they're trying to accomplish. They have been doing this for several years and have helped many families who are less fortunate and not able to participate in a cruise. We all know what we love about going on cruises. We all know what makes them so unique and so fun. And this is just a great way to spread the love of cruising to others. So help them out, help us out. It helps spread this cruise life of ours. So yeah, it's super awesome. We've got some comments about the merch coming through. It's comfy. Apparently Danny D has a comfy hoodie and she absolutely loves it. The exchange rate is nice. Ah, there you go. Thank you for that, Leandra. I appreciate you sharing those details. Oh, you're going to be on the Firenze. You're getting a cabana. That's so exciting. A terrazza cabana. I love that for you. That is going to be so amazing. We've got some thank yous. Absolutely cruising scene. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Oh, yes. I haven't talked about the nominations. You're right, Michael Anspo Mama. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So if you know someone that is deserving of a cruise and they can't afford it, let's say they have some challenges financially where they can't do it, or if it's someone that is bound to a wheelchair and they just can't find the way to make it happen, or maybe it's someone that is a caregiver and they are just strapped for time, they just can't find a way to make it happen. This is a great way to nominate someone. There's a whole process. You write out a letter, you record yourself, you talk about it, and then you get to go through an interview panel if yours is selected. It's a super great project. Love what they're doing. Or if you want to host your own group cruise, guess what? You can do that too. Hey, who knows? We're going to be hosting a group cruise on Margaritaville at Sea Islander. That's what Mark and I have talked about. We just got to work on all the logistics behind it, when we want to go and how we want to do it. But that could be an option too. We'll have to think about that. I don't know. We got to do our own group cruise for ourselves and for all of our followers and, you know, see where it goes from there. But absolutely, if anyone is interested in that. And, you know, I haven't mentioned it today. I've been very selfless, but I have to at least mention it once. If you are looking at booking a cruise, let me know. I can help you out. Head on over to thiscruiselife.com/travel. Right on that page, you'll find all the details for what it takes to book a cruise. You can also book Virgin and Viking on your own. It's only the V cruises. Those are the only ones that are allowed. Not Call Me V. But yes, Viking and Virgin. See, I even put them together. You're welcome to book them on your own using my links on that travel page, or you can reach out. My contact information is also available there. But I don't just do cruises. I can also help you out with excursions, pre-cruise, post-cruise. I can help you out with excursions without a cruise. I can help you out with hotel rentals. I can help you out with car rentals, hotel rooms, that's funny. All-inclusives are also another great thing that I can help you get taken care of. So let me help you out if you have any travels that are coming up and you are looking for some advice or just some general ways to make travel happen easily, then I'm your guy. Let me do it. Let me help you. That's what I'm here for. I love researching cruises and I love researching trips in general. So why not? I'm a free resource. I don't cost anything extra. You're not going to see prices marked up just because you're using a travel advisor to book your travel. It's easy. It's the same price you would pay. And I can also include all of your reward statuses, whether you have Marriott Bonvoy or Carnival VIFP Club or any other one, because there's so many out there. Hilton Honors, that's another one. Let's see here. So yeah, that is, I think I've hit all of the points that I wanted to hit. We still have 5 minutes left in the hour. I'm not letting you go just yet. No, it doesn't work like that. I wanted to chat a little bit about what we do have coming up. I know you saw Mark at the first iteration of today's live event. If you were able to tune in there, Mark is currently out of town. He is with his brother who is having some health issues, but everything is under control. Everything is going well. So thank you for your support and your prayers that you sent over in the first version of today's live event. Unfortunately, Mark will not be joining me on Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady in less than a week's time. He's going to stay up there with his brother. But yes, I will be going on Virgin Voyages. It is a group cruise that I coordinated for a friend of ours who we've sailed with before. And, you know, because I helped book it, I figured I should probably be on the cruise as well. I mean, that's just how it works, right? So yes, I'm going to be on the cruise. I haven't figured out or decided yet if I'm going to host a live event from the ship. Next Saturday would be a sea day for us as we're sailing between Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and Bimini, their private island. So keep an eye on your notifications on YouTube, as well as our Instagram and our Twitter or X account. If you want to stay with us, we might still do something next Saturday, or we might not. We may push it off to a different day. Maybe Mark will actually host a solo live event instead of me. You don't know. We don't know. We'll see what happens over the week and how everything progresses. But that's next Saturday that we're still working on those details. And then on Wednesday of the following week, we hop onto Norwegian Sky for a 9-night cruise down to the Eastern Caribbean. Really excited for that sailing. It'll be my first time on a Norwegian ship. So looking forward to checking out a brand new, not just ship, sorry, my first time sailing with the cruise line, with Norwegian Cruise Lines. So I'm really excited to check out the brand and see how things go. I do realize that this is their oldest ship in their fleet. So I'm going to go in with a very open mind and very open eyes to see what it looks like. But I'm really excited to check it out. And hopefully by that point, Mark will be able to join me on the cruise, and we will be able to bring back all of our experiences to share with you. So thank you again, everyone, for tuning in for today's live event. I know it was a little bit of a struggle when we lost our connection, but we got it back up and running, and I appreciate everyone for turning on those notifications so that you could be aware when we reopened the live stream. Again, thank you so much for all of the help and participation with today's Helping Hands for Cruising organization that is joined us. I really do appreciate it, and they are here for a good cause. So why wouldn't you want to help them out? It is super amazing. We absolutely love their mission and everything that they're trying to accomplish. So again, you've got that PayPal link right there on the screen, that QR code. And then, you know, one thing that I haven't done is actually putting this information onto the screen, because anyone that joins this live event after it's no longer live might want to actually still make a donation. So bear with me while I scroll through here. And I'll also add these to the description. I will update the description to have these links in it so that it's easy for our viewers to be able to go and make these donations post live. So if you're tuning in, if you didn't get to join us for the live, making that a little bit easier for you. But that is where you can go and make your donations directly. And then if you would like to purchase the merchandise, that is the link for the merchandise. Again, both of these will be in the description below, so you don't have to worry about trying to find it, make it nice and easy for you. So thank you so much, Joanna. You have a wonderful week as well. Prayers for Mark's brother. Thank you again. Really do appreciate it. Great show as always. Thank you so much, Fordman, aka Kenneth, and Hope Faith Oaks Adventures. It's quite a channel name, but I got it out. But thank you again for being here. Really do appreciate. Thank you, Danny, for being here. Yes, we appreciate support. Talking about the mission that you guys have. I know that there's another live stream coming up here in just a minute, so. Working on getting this closed out for you. But again, thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and make a video live. It is Saturday, but I'm not going to do a watch party with it. It's just a short little 4-minute video, and I think you all will enjoy it. Of course, it's good food because it's a Saturday, and we're talking all things Carnival Forense. So I hope you enjoy that. Thank you again for being here today. It's been a pleasure sharing my Saturday morning with you all. Get out there, have a wonderful Saturday, have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you all again, hopefully very soon. So bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much.